President Trump decided to send hundreds of ICE officers into the airports that are greatly impacted, like here in Atlanta. Mayor Andre Dickens says those officers are meant to help with crowd control and line management. They are not supposed to conduct any immigration enforcement.
So let me get this straight. ICE agents are now at the airport working as TSA agents? Let's go ahead and get this straight. Right now, ICE has been deployed to multiple airports, including one closest to me, which is in New Orleans. And we have some clips from there to help TSA work the lines. So you're telling me that they got enough money to pay ICE to work TSA, but not enough money to pay TSA to work TSA? Exactly what this caption says. Let's go ahead and get into it and why this is a problem and could lead to security threats. It could lead to harassment of travelers. Just all kind of foolishness. Doesn't make sense. Not even doing anything.
Good morning. Yes, actually just did a walkthrough of...
Not even doing anything, bro. Like, y'all not even doing anything. Just walking around holding your vest. Look, y'all not even trained to work at TSA. How is this even possible? How is this even a thing? Why would you let y'all do that? This is a waste of literal taxpayer dollars. Y'all seen that, right? They're not doing anything. They're not trained to be there. They're trained to do other stuff, run immigration operations, immigration enforcement, not run TSA.
All of the floors here of the airport, and I've spotted about a dozen federal agents so far. Let me step out of the way here. You can see over my shoulder just a few of those agents. Those are ICE agents over there. I just walked over to them a couple minutes ago, and they said that they hope that this morning stays calm and clear. So far, those agents, what I've seen them doing is mostly directing passengers, telling them this is the line for general boarding, this is for pre-check, just basically telling everybody where.
They didn't do anything but just stand there, man. Meanwhile, you seen that crowd, right? How backed up TSA is at the New Orleans airport. I'm gonna be honest with you, New Orleans airport is never that backed up. It should never be that backed up. No, it shouldn't. But the fact that they can't run the machinery, they can't run the x-ray machines, they can't do anything else. Literally all they can do right now is manage entry points and exit points, help with long lines. You can get a 17 and 18-year-old to do that. Let's just keep it real. Like, to manage a line? But why not? That doesn't make no sense.
We're not getting the front. If you was already in line to the full rate, let's roll with it. This line right here, let's go. I said line, followed by the person in front of you. Just stop. We all go to the same location. We don't have time for this. I don't care.
Hang on right here.
Keep moving.
Ooh, bro, y'all done piss off the local law enforcement agent. They got to go out there. There's police that runs details at these airports. And now you got these dudes getting involved because they're short. It's creating mayhem. It's creating disorder. And they're getting pissed off because it shouldn't be like this. Oh, they missing their flight. Definitely missing their flight.
Your flight is now ready for boarding.
even the pre-check is backed up, man. The pre-check used to be the way to go if you was trying to skip the lines, man. Now you can't even take that. Everybody isn't caught on.
Guys,
they say the hack to beat the lines is either be an elderly person in a wheelchair or a disabled veteran, man. Y'all better wear a stolen honor is not the way to go. I'm just letting y'all know. But there was a dude that cut the whole line because he wore a disabled veteran's hat, and then someone pushed him in a wheelchair. And it's terrible, and I'm hoping that it's not. I'm just hoping that it was a prank video that he was doing. But that seems to be the way to beat the line, someone in a wheelchair.
if you're undocumented, I want to remind you to stay out of the airports. Donald Trump has confirmed that as a result of the government shutdown, TSA agents aren't working, and as such, he's going to fill those gaps with ICE agents. And the mayor of Atlanta has confirmed that ICE is going to start working out of our airport here in Atlanta, Georgia, starting today, Monday. So expect to see ICE all across the country. Just be vigilant. And he said if you're undocumented, he's going to arrest on spot. So be vigilant.
I can only imagine how are you even able to fly, to be honest, because don't you need a lot of IDs, like real IDs, not fake IDs and stuff like that to travel? So you probably have no worries there. But why? I'm sure ICE. So what I read was ICE still has the chance to make arrests at the airport. They're not. They actually work side by side with TSA. They run the same data across checkpoints a lot of times as well. They share the same data platforms as well because they work for the federal agents, part of federal agencies and the platforms that they use. But why would you want to go there and travel knowing that you can't travel? Like, you need real IDs. You get what I'm saying? Unless you're using like a fake real ID and kind of make your way on there. I get it. But that's insane. And I want to make a huge point right here. The point that I thought when I thought of this is just that you got money to pay for these ICE agents. Just imagine you the TSA. You go to work. Your backup is the ICE agents. They don't know what they're doing. So it's making you overworked. Now you got to quit because why are they here and I can't just get paid for being here a little extra? You get what I'm saying? Why not? But they're here. I can only imagine airports are going to continuously lose TSA employees. That's all I'm thinking. I will feel played as a TSA employee right now.
Badge number. I'm asking for your badge number, sir. What is your badge number?
President Trump decided to send hundreds of ICE officers into the airports that are greatly impacted, like here in Atlanta. Mayor Andre Dickens says those officers are meant to help with crowd control and line management. They are not supposed to conduct any immigration enforcement.
Heated. Woo. Heated.
Y'all, let's really talk about what I just went through at this airport.
Yeah, they were already mad at people for arresting immigrants and messing with them. They about to be even more mad because they can't even work the airport.
Let's talk about it. I got at this airport at 6:40 p.m. Got in line at 6:45. Keep in mind my flight was at 10:50, boarding 10:05. I get to this airport 6:45. I made it through TSA at 1:45 a.m. So obviously I missed the flight. I was in that TSA line for 7 hours. You may be wondering why. The government is shut down. The TSA employees are not coming to work, as they should not, because they're not being paid. So yeah. So there's only 2 people working. And so that's what happened. I mean, that's it. It's not a long story. Me and the people, we were in that line together for 7 hours. So we bonded. We talked about our life. There's this lady and her son. God bless them. Like this lady, Brittany. So now I've had to buy another ticket because the next Frontier flight, which is the airline I was on, the next flight is not until 10:50 tonight. So I will not be staying at the airport for 24 hours. That will not be happening. So I have to buy another ticket for tomorrow, well, this morning in a couple hours, because I missed the flight. So that's what's happening. If you are leaving out of just don't fly nowhere. Just don't fly. I'm not even gonna tell you to come early, because I was in the TSA line for 7 freaking hours, which means if I wanted to make my 10 o'clock flight, I would have to get here at 3 p.m. No. So I would just recommend you not come to the airport until these people start getting their money. Until then, stay at home. Stay at home.
At this point, if you are traveling, make sure you get to the airport at least 24 hours in advance. The lines are getting so out of control that people are lining up outside of the airport.
This is actually still the TSA pre-check line. This line now wraps outside. So if you think about it, it wraps around the inside 4 different times, then comes outside and wraps around 2 other times to get all these passengers through. No one has an expectation for how long they're going to be standing in the line. And I want to stress, this is the pre-check line. On the other side, on the north side, that line's even longer. It is outside the building. Everyone's trying to figure out exactly what to do.
And on top of that, bring a carry-on. If you want to wait an extra 10 hours, go ahead, bring that suitcase. But I suggest bringing a carry-on and a personal bag. Don't forget to pack light, pack a charger, and pack a prayer. Because I'm telling you, y'all are going to need it if you want to make your flight.
As a former TSA employee and someone that keeps in contact with old co-workers, let's be fucking for real for a second. This is not the first time that a government shutdown affected their pay in the past 6 months.
Yep.
Let's remember what happened in October that ran into November. It may not have affected you personally, but agents were not getting paid. And it's not a situation where it usually is, where there's a government shutdown and everyone gets paid on the back end. There are people still missing checks to this day.
Damn.
Right? So I say that to say this, with this current shutdown, a lot of people aren't showing up because when they showed up last time for the last shutdown, they still didn't get their money. So what would make this any different? So no, absolutely not. So now you have these long ass lines. We don't give a fuck about these long ass lines. And I say we because I'm in solidarity. Don't give a fuck about these long ass lines. Don't care about your expensive ass flight that you're about to miss. Don't care about the expensive ass hotel that you booked. Don't care about the expensive ass venue that you're about to go to. Don't give a fuck about none of that, because there are people that are not able to pay for their childcare, pay for their health care. Don't know what's going on with their insurance because their health care was coming out of their check and they're not receiving their checks. So with that being said, be mindful as to what you are posting. Be mindful as to how people are talking about this shutdown as if it's TSA's fault when the Department of Homeland Security is not budging. They're not moving when it comes to the financial budget so they could fund ICE. So much so they're deploying ICE into Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. But they can afford to do that, but they can't afford to pay TSA agents that already work there.
This is the TSA line here at BWI Marshall. It is extending all the way here to the food court. We've never seen a line this long. A lot of passengers haven't seen a line this long. I've flown out of here many times. I've never seen a line this long. Right now, the C Concourse TSA checkpoint is open, but this is a long wait for a lot of people who are very frustrated.
I've never experienced anything like this before. So I hope that things can kind of get resolved with the government. And I don't know if it's spring break time either, but no, flying's the easiest option for me overall.
It's been bad because I have 3 kids right now. My husband's in the line right now. We just came to sit down and then see how it goes. So it's been hard. It's hot in here and we just need to get home. He's a physician. I'm a physician. We have patients tomorrow. We've got to get to work and we can't. They have school. We can't take them. He has an appointment 8 o'clock in the morning first thing. So we're going to miss a lot of things tomorrow.
Many people tell us this is the worst part, that online it says that this line should be 9 minutes, but we know that it is well over an hour. Some people waiting 90 minutes. We've reached out to the airport.
That's gracious. 90 minutes, bro. Some of these lines, you just seen somebody wait 7 hours.
Why this is happening, we're still waiting to hear back.
Look, guys, we made it to the end of the video, but yeah, dude, this shit's insane, to be honest, bro. You got ICE agents who are untrained, still getting paid, probably still getting paid. I can't quote, don't quote me on that. working airports, doing bare minimum stuff, collecting time to get paid for. Meanwhile, the people that are supposed to be there, trained to be there, want to be there, are not getting paid. They're quitting. They're causing dysfunction on traveling. This is only going to domino into other things. The rental car prices are probably going up. Gas prices are already higher than giraffe nuts at this point. I can only imagine it's going to ruin things. And if you pay for any flights recently for the next few weeks, you might want to start making a plan B. And I'm hoping that you pay for traveler's insurance. All right. You might want to change up some things. You might want to make a plan B, because this could be in it for the long haul. We don't know. There's no time limit on most of these government shutdowns. They just go at it over and over and over and over until they come up with a goddamn even conclusion on what they want to do. But at the end of the day, there's just too much money on ice. Damn, dude. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, can you share some of those dollars so people can travel? Share some of those dollars so you can pay these workers to come work? Damn. Like, for real, that it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Y'all just seen groups of ICE agents do nothing. Nothing. It is not even productive. And when they are trying to do something, they're getting hated on by the average citizen. Like, they're just getting pushed out, like, because they're not supposed to be there. So at this point, we're wasting time, we're wasting money, we're wasting labor dollars, we're wasting all kind of stuff. You see the two physicians. They're supposed to be taking care of people, making them get better, taking their kids to school, doing what they planned, probably properly planned out everything, and now what? Bull crap, because we can't get our shit in line as a damn nation. They can't get their shit in line up in the Congress and figure out budgets. Come on, man, make it make sense. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one.